If Master Obi-Wan caught me doing this, he'd be very grumpy.
What's up everyone, it's the Martial Commander back with another Star Wars video, and today we're going to be talking about the first time we actually see Anakin Skywalker and Padme Amidala get spicy. Now to start off this video, there's about a 100% chance they've done the deed far more than once. They definitely did it the day they got married, and they constantly slept in the same room. So it's not far-fetched to say it occurred more than a few times. But in the novel Brotherhood by Mike Chen, skipping all the way to chapter 6, we can see the newlyweds aren't afraid to take any chance they get. This novel takes place almost right after their marriage and before the Clone Wars TV series. But let me keep on topic. During chapter 6, the couple travel to the Coruscant underbelly. Above them, the city lights shine brightly, resembling stars. After grabbing some food, a Tatooine delicacy known as the Fan-fic had, they made their way to some rusty crates and took a seat. Padme dug in, enjoying the meal, and the privacy that allowed her to drop the professional demeanor she had around her handmaidens and other government officials. Anakin, on the other hand, didn't even touch his food. After all, Fan-fics originated on desert planets, and what they made on Coruscant couldn't compare to the real thing that his mother once took him to get. That's not the important part though. In fact, there was another reason. Anakin began feeling just like he did all those years ago on Tatooine, flustered to an extent that couldn't be explained. "I have something for you," Anakin spoke.
"A gift? Annie, you never need to worry about those things."
"It's not much. You know the Jedi and our rules about possession. I can't give you things," he said, opening the pouch on his belt. His fingers wrapped around a disc-shaped gold pendant, its necklace chain dangling as he pressed it into her hand. "But I can give you a piece of me." Padme held it up, the harsh light from the vendor's window enough to put the object in full view.
"Is this?"
"My padawan braid." She traced the braid, now coiled into a spiral and encased in carbonite as it sat within the pendant's simple design. To new beginnings. Even in the dim light, Anakin could see the flush come to Padme's cheeks, and though she'd been known to sway entire systems through the power of words, her mouth remained open yet silent. But she didn't need to say anything. The look in her eyes was enough. She leaned against him, and even though she put the chain around her neck, her hand still held onto the pendant, despite the galactic turmoil constantly around them. "Okay," he said after a minute. She turned to him, inquisitively. "Now I'm gonna try the Fan-fic. Things only spiced up from here." After finishing their meals and talking about the bombing of Cato Nemodia, racing, and politics, they both agreed. This time was supposed to be spent together. No more chats of the war, no more chats of politics, no more chats of racing. The only thing that existed as of now were just them, and one lone balloon making its way through the lower levels of Coruscant. After some time of just relishing in the presence of one another, the husband and wife finally made their way for home plate. Let's just read it, shall we?
"Because secret dates mean I get to spend time with my husband, instead of..."
Her voice changed to a deeper, formal tone.
"Jedi Knights, protector of the Republic."
Before he could react, she stood up, then took him by his mechanical hand. Flowers still glowing behind her ears, she tugged him along. He walked in step with her, away from the rusted crates that doubled as stools, and toward the path leading out of Umandazi Market. "Wait, we're not done with the sundae," Anakin said, glancing back at the almost but not quite finished dessert.
"I think we can let it go. You'll see."
Padme pulled with intensity and picked up her pace. They wove their way through the mix of underworld locals and curious surface travelers until breaking past the perimeter of the market where their speeder sat parked. She opened the storage compartment and pulled out the bag she'd packed. Right when they picked up the rental vehicle from the dealer, several levels below the planet's surface. She held it up to show him, but he failed to catch anything special about it. It appeared to be just what it was. "It's a bag. Am I missing something?"
"It is a bag, but sometimes what's important is what's inside."
Padme kept her eyes locked with his, a mischievous smile on her face as she tugged on the bag's drawstrings, opening it enough to pull out folded blankets. But the look in her eye gave all the context he needed. This was the Padme he adored, someone who spent most of her days understanding the nuances of countless beings to do right for them. Yet on occasion, a fire burst through, something brighter and more intense than the hottest sun, when she allowed it. Like now, she walked to the side of the rented speeder, a barely functioning vehicle covered in dents and grime, a far cry from Jedi starfighters or the elegant designs of Naboo transports, and unfurled the blankets in the back seat.
"A lot of quiet places in these lower levels. You're the pilot. Think you can find us somewhere private?"
And using just a little bit of common sense, you can tell where they went from this. Lovemaking, to put it simply. Anyways, that's all for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. This was just a fun little video that was meant to be a bit silly and also help me improve my dialogue a little more. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Grand Army. We'd love to have you. I'll see you all in the next one. May the Force be with you.
Looks like we got ourselves a batch of shinies, Commander. It's shiny and new, just like you. I have to admit that without the clones it would not have been a victory.